All right, guys, welcome to Auddy Hotties this week. We are talking about social slip-ups.
The very best.
Oh boy. So here we go. Auddy
Hotties.
Hotties. Yeah, welcome to the Auddy Hottie podcast.
Here we are.
All right, guys, I'm your host, Bree.
I'm McKenna.
And we're here talking about slip-ups in the social world. I'm mostly going to be reading Reddit posts today. So here for your entertainment.
We love to entertain.
Yeah, we were just talking about how neither of us can ever remember examples of funny things from our own life to remember to talk about. It's like my brain's a I think my brain's like a potted plant with a drainage hole. It's just some of it just falls out and I can't keep it.
So
So,
relatable.
yeah.
And I'll think through a really good podcast idea and have it all planned out and then think, oh, I need to write this down and then not write it down and then it's
It's
gone.
just gone.
It's just gone.
It's just gone.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So if we think of examples while we're reading the Reddit ones of our own things, feel free to insert them. But
I always feel free to insert my no wait.
there's your social slip up for you. That would have been just like a really suave queer joke. But then
You
you
should have played
obviously
it off. I should
that's
have.
that's one of my biggest problems is
Should
I
we
like
just
say something, I'll say something that's funny and not realize that it was funny until like 10 seconds later when everyone else is laughing and I'm like, ah, I made a
It's
joke.
so funny. I made a
So
joke.
I'm never suave.
Never ever.
No.
I would argue that you are suave.
So funny.
I had a
All
friend
right.
tell me I was witty the other day, and I
Oh,
was like,
cute.
I also co-star told me today.
Mm.
What did it say? I was laughing so hard. I never check co-star, and I just happened to press it this morning, and
Uh-huh.
it says, "You are the funniest person you know." It's the update that they gave me.
Thanks.
I
Mine
am.
says, your beautiful heart will bring you beautiful things.
Oh,
So sweet.
sweet.
Speaking of things that I was cracking up at something earlier and I can't remember what it was. Isn't that great? Your memory is like 2 seconds long.
We love it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. All right, let me get over to my note that's for today.
Anyway, I am always comfortable at inserting my opinions to follow up.
Yeah. I will say the other day we were having an all staff meeting and I definitely accidentally like cursed in front of people and I was like, God dang it. That's like one of my hardest things is like knowing when to like it's not even knowing. Like I know when not to curse, but then it just like pops out because my speech is so like planned. Like I
Yeah.
have so many like scripts
Yep.
and then it just pops out like a fringe script instead
Yep.
of a work script.
That totally makes
I'm
sense.
like,
Oh, do you not swear at work?
no, I try not to.
Really?
Yeah. Do you swear?
All the time.
Oh, okay.
Not in front of students, but I swear to coworkers all the time.
Mm.
I don't know. Is that not appropriate? Really?
I don't think it is in mine, but I think it's because like,
Really?
nobody else does. So I just kind of
Okay.
follow what other people do. Kind of similarly with like, I'm totally comfortable showing my tattoos, but like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like other people do. So then I'm like, no, I'm not going to.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll think about this.
Hmm. All right, let's get into some of these.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this one is from, I think all of them that I got are from r/autism, because that's the biggest group on Reddit. But this one is from someone named Case of Head Pigeons. I love people's names. That's so entertaining. Um, they said, I'm good friends with my coworkers. One time, one lady was gossiping and she says, oh, you know me, I like stirring the pot. And me, not understanding the saying, took her literally. I replied, you like cooking? Everyone burst out laughing, and I was so confused. I'll never hear the end of that.
I love that. So literal.
Okay, and then this person's the original poster. So they are u/fry art. Social faux pas coming off as jokes. I was at a party a few months ago and was trying to talk to this guy. He told me he was 22. I'm 25. In an attempt to make small talk, I said, "Oh, I used to be 22 as well." I realized afterwards that that was not a normal thing to say, but people thought I was being intentionally funny, so they laughed and it was a good time. Have any of you experienced similar things? And if so, I'd like to hear your stories.
That's so funny.
And then someone responded, "It's nice to be accidentally witty instead of accidentally catastrophic once in a while."
It's true. It's very true.
Okay, let's see. This person's is deleted is their name, so they must not exist anymore. But they said, "I had a teacher who reprimanded me by saying, 'Don't talk back.' I understood that literally, so when he asked me a question in class later that day, I did not answer. I was sent to the principal's office for being a brat, when really I just didn't know what talking back meant."
No, these are so real. The
Yeah.
literal communication is so real.
Hmm. Oh, the same person is saying another like awkward situation that they were in, and they said a guy confessed that he liked me, and without saying a word, with a blank face, I turned around and left the room
Oh my God.
because I didn't know what to do.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's hard to have scripts for situations you haven't been in, and
Yeah.
good for them for leaving the room. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like I would have like awkward weirded my way through that conversation,
Yeah.
you
I'm the
know?
person that like responds, I don't know, like you would to somebody that says like, "Enjoy your coffee" or something, and you're like, "You too."
Yes.
Like,
And you're like, God dang it.
why did I say that? Yeah. Okay, this one is funny and awkward interactions, again from a deleted account. Honestly, the older I get, the more I laugh at these interactions, so I hope others can relate or find some humor in it. I'm a nurse and I was admitting a patient today. It was already clear that he was alert and oriented. Anyways, I asked him how his hearing was and if he had any hearing aids, which is standard protocol. And his reply was, "What?" So I asked again if he had any issues with hearing. Again, he replied, "What?" but in a louder tone. I asked him a third time and finally understood the joke. I brushed it off, saying, "It's been a really long day."
Wait, I don't get it. Wait, no,
You
like
haven't worked with
I
old people enough.
no, I know. It was a hard semester that I did.
Yeah.
But was he like trying to make a joke and like
Yeah.
saying, oh, I don't think that's
Can you
funny.
hear me? What? Can you hear me? What?
I don't think that's funny because I do that all the time.
But yours is for real.
Mine's for real. It's
Yeah.
not joking.
No, people freaking love to make that joke. It's like
Interesting. That's all they do.
boomers just love to, yeah.
So unoriginal.
They have like
That's
this
all I have to say.
six jokes all the time, and you're like, haha,
Yeah.
heard that one before.
That is why I don't work with old people.
Yeah. Oh, and then they said, looking back, I think the funnier part of the story is that I have such a hard time processing sarcasm, and I'm happy I can laugh about it now.
Yeah. Good for them.
All right, this is from Sneaky Devi, 1 year old. I said, "I used to bike everywhere, so I would strategize how to pick things up so that the heaviest load would be the last. This one day, I had to pick up the ashes of my dog who had just died and alcohol for an upcoming bachelorette party. So, of course, the ashes came first. They're lighter weight. So I had to carry the box into the liquor store because I can't secure the bike and the box together. So, as I was trying to decide on alcohol, a very handsome man who worked there walked up and started helping me. I did pick up that he was trying to flirt with me, so I was trying to flirt back, and it seemed to be going well, until he asked me what was in the box. I just answered truthfully, and I watched as the color drained from his face, and he made a quick exit. I was kicking myself the entire way home.
Oh man. I get it though. I gotta be honest.
Um, there's somebody on the same thread that says, "I'm not sure if this counts as an interaction, but I went with my friend to see his girlfriend's cousins back in high school. They were gang members with tattoos on their face, but I was more focused on keeping mosquitoes out of my face, like I was distracted." And I said, "I never said a word, but found out a week later that they really liked me." Probably because they didn't have any reaction to them having like face tattoos and being like scary. They were like,
Oh,
I was
because
too
they were.
distracted messing with my own like needs to worry about you guys.
Oh,
They
interesting.
were like, we liked them.
Oh, good.
Random.
That is random.
Hmm. Let's see. Okay, this is from Game LD. I've always been very philosophically minded. When I was 18 or 19, I met up with some friends at a local pizza dive with their other friends. As we were sitting there talking, one of the girls I didn't know decided to ask me, I ask everybody this, do you think I'm cute? I challenged her definition of cute and why my opinion mattered since there was no objective definition of cute. Basically, I went on a 5-minute rant on aesthetics before I realized she wasn't paying attention anymore. I told my other friends later because I thought the whole thing was funny. That was until one of them pointed out that she was hitting on me. I wasn't interested in her, but I totally missed that possible angle because I was excited to discuss the philosophy of aesthetics with someone, which unfortunately didn't pan out.
Yep.
Yep.
Relatable for sure.
And someone said, discussing the intricacies of why it doesn't matter if you think she's cute is the best thing she could have asked you for, honestly. I would have loved to talk philosophy with you.
I feel like, yeah, those social cues on like whether someone's flirting with you or not is
Hmm.
they're so hard for me, especially being gay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, is this friendship? Is this more?
Hmm. And I struggle a lot with people's personalities because I've been
Hmm.
judged as being like flirtatious in my personality.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, are the people just like a person who comes off as flirtatious? Are they
Yeah.
actually being flirtatious?
Yeah.
And that was definitely a theme in like the ones that I was looking up was there was a lot of people talking about especially romantic interactions.
Yeah. Mm. No, and I feel like I when I flirt or try to flirt, I feel like it's just really trying to be like actually being confident in myself and like
Mm.
being more funny or whatever. But I feel like I can be that way with friends too. So it's like I really don't even know. I don't think I even know what flirting is, to be honest, or
Yeah.
what it feels like or how to go about it. But it's really funny. I feel like this relates to I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls right now, and
Mm.
Paris Geller, one of the main character's friends,
Hmm.
very autistic coded. And an episode just happened where a boy is talking to her. They're like in either at an internship or something, and he's like, "So we should probably go out to dinner to debrief on like how we did on our school project." And she's like, "Oh, sure, like when does it work for you?" And he's like, "Well, does tonight work?" And she's like, "Sure, pick me up at 8." And he's like, "Okay." And then the friend comes over and is like, "You just got asked out on a date." And Paris was like, "Wait, no, I didn't." And she was like, "No, you did." And she was like, "I missed it. How was it?" And I was like, "Oh my God, that literally happened the
Oh my
last
gosh.
time that I was asked out." Like, I was like, "Are we just like meeting up as friends or is this a date?" I think this is a date because we met on a dating app. Like,
I met on a dating app and it wasn't obvious.
yeah.
Well,
So that's me in a nutshell.
I think we just found our next love topic for next year.
Yes. Yes, yes, let's do
Yeah, flirting.
it. Flirting.
Okay. This is from Void Sent 420. When I started my first retail job, my terror of a head cashier asked, "Do you want to go outside and collect carts?" I smiled and said, "No, thank you," and continued to stand at my register. She was so stunned, she walked away, but I didn't realize it was a request, not a question, until someone else told me. Don't ask me if you're not giving me the option. Laughing my ass off.
Yeah, no, it's true. I get it.
Someone said, retail supervisors need to be studied because they phrase demands as a question. And it tripped me up at my first job too. Like, no, Debbie, I don't want to go downstairs and clean the toilet. Wait, I have to? Why'd you phrase it as a
Yeah,
question?
right. Passive
Mm,
aggressive.
yeah. And then someone else said, I am an autistic retail manager, and we phrase it as a question for the neurotypicals. It gives them a feeling of politeness and an illusion of choice, although it is implied that we're telling them to do it. Apparently, just blatantly telling them to do something is rude and overly bossy.
Yeah, that's just something I'll never get
Yeah.
ever.
I've definitely been told I'm like bossy or like type A or like all that stuff a lot.
Yeah,
I think because I just state things.
right.
Mm,
Facts.
yeah. Mm. Okay. This one is on a thread that's your most embarrassing social mistakes. And this one's from someone named Auddy, which is my favorite name so far, like
That's
dinosaur.
cute.
Auddy.
Dinosaur.
They said the first thing that comes to mind, I was in a club in high school where we fought each other with foam swords. It was basically like LARPing, but without a storyline. There was a day that we planned on doing a showcase for the incoming freshmen, and everyone talked about making and wearing costumes for the showcase. Everyone seemed to be on board. That week, I went home and made a short notice costume to wear. And finally, when the day came, I showed up and was the only one in costume. I didn't have time to take it off, so I had to do the entire thing being the only one in costume.
Oh.
People were really nice about it, saying I looked cool, but I was so confused. I felt like they had a meeting without me where they decided to not wear costumes. I felt like everyone else could read each other's minds except for me. They said it was lightheartedly embarrassing, but luckily I've learned not to take stuff like that too seriously, and I can giggle about it now.
I can relate to that very hard. I don't know how to say that, but when I have this memory in sixth grade where we had Spirit Week as
Mm.
sixth graders. So it was like the second week of school, and the teachers had kind of told us that we were having a Spirit Week for our homeroom or whatever, and that we came up with like a team name, and our team name happened to be the Pink Panthers. And that we were going to have a spirit day at the end of the week with like activities and stuff. And we were encouraged to like dress like within the theme of what our
Mm. Group
like
or whatever.
group was, team.
Mhm.
So I showed up in like I'll never forget it. It was like a pink tank top with like a short skirt with pink in it and then my like tall pink Uggs. I mean, I
Mm.
looked really cute, but like definitely not appropriate for like a day where it's like full of activities where it
Uh,
was like wheelbarrow races and like hacky sack things and like
oh. Mm.
relays, all those sorts of things. And I remember being really embarrassed that like I
Mm.
hadn't known what to wear at all. I
Mhm.
still don't know how I could have gotten that information, but I had just never gone to like a spirit day before, so I didn't know.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like all these
hard.
assumed things that they don't give you instructions for.
Yeah, and I thought dressing up in pink Uggs and a pink tank top was like Pink Panther themed. So, yeah,
Yeah, makes total sense. It's hard. Oh.
embarrassing, but it's fine.
Yeah. Along that same line of like, I don't know, expecting you to understand social norms. And I might have told this story on the podcast a while ago, but we had like a mug exchange for work and it was around Christmas time, but it wasn't like, I don't know, nothing said like Christmas themed. Like it just said, bring a mug for a mug exchange.
Yeah,
And so I actually brought one of my mugs, like not new, just like
yeah,
one of my mugs
yeah,
that I liked.
right.
And I was like, this is a cool looking mug. Like I'll go exchange
Yeah,
it for someone else's mug.
sure.
And I get there, and everyone else that participated in it had bought a new mug, and almost all of them were Christmas themed
Oh, weird.
or like holiday themed in some way, like
Yeah.
some whatever. But I was
Huh.
like, what? What? I just showed up and like I felt really dumb, and mine wasn't wrapped. And everybody showed up with theirs wrapped, and it didn't say anything about like a
Mm,
secret exchange or anything. Like I thought it was
yeah,
literally just like you're gonna bring a mug, and then you're like, oh, I like that mug, and I'm like I'll take that one instead.
yeah.
And I felt so dumb. And like luckily there was some extra one like bags there and stuff, so I was able to like sneak it into a bag. But
Right.
I'm just like, well,
Yeah,
nobody told me.
it happens, right? And
Mhm.
it's like all of those unexpected cues that you're supposed to be able to read. And it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to know?
Yeah.
Like, the instructions were not clear.
Yeah, but again, like embarrassing. I
Yeah.
wonder why we overthink everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Um, there was one time that my cousin was staying with a friend's family in another town, and he volunteered to go get takeout for dinner. And his friend asked him if he would get margaritas for the kids. And my cousin thought that he meant the cocktail margaritas. So he got the kids non-alcoholic cocktail margaritas, and he showed back up, and they were like, a margarita pizza, like a margarita flavor of pizza toppings and
Yep.
stuff. And so they had to go back out again to like get pizzas for them because he didn't come back with the pizzas.
Makes sense.
You gotta be real direct with us. We don't always get
It's
it.
true. And I found too, like in situations like that where like there's a questionable whether it's this type of margarita or this type of margarita, and like being okay with asking those clarifying questions
Mhm.
with safe people.
All right, let's see. This one is from Sweets Divine. Said, here's a funny one for you, and a very embarrassing one for me at the time. Nothing has topped it yet. I didn't understand that someone didn't mean something literally. I work for a trash disposal company, and one of our cardboard recycling drivers said that there was a container was full of beans. I thought he literally meant there was a container full of beans. So I spoke with management, made a plan for how to handle it and everything. Turned out he meant they were full of hot air about a situation that we left a note about that day. My coworkers teased me mercilessly and changed my screensaver and login screen to an image of baked beans.
That makes me sad, actually. It feels like a bullying thing.
Oh. Yeah, I've definitely had things where I like said something funny and then like people just took it and rolled with it
These kids
forever.
take it too far sometimes.
Yeah.
I actually have this like teasing. I had this conversation the other day with a coworker, but she was saying how teasing is like the lowest form of humor, which I
Mm,
don't think there's like a hierarchy with humor, but I
yeah.
do agree that some people don't understand teasing and it's harmful to tease people that don't understand it.
Yeah.
And a lot of my students don't understand that teasing is happening or don't understand sarcasm for whatever reason, whether it's receptive language or something else going on. But we do have a couple of people in our classroom that tease as a form of connecting, like their intentions are good, but I think that the impact is really harmful.
Mm,
And it is interesting because teasing is like not always the best way to connect with others. And I don't
yeah.
think it's like the lowest form of humor, but I also feel like it can be confusing to people that don't understand that. And if you can't see that, then that's like really not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mm. Okay. This one is from r slash autism in women from someone named Contradict with a zero as though. They said, currently laughing at myself because I should have known I was autistic simply because I just found out last year that slipping into something more comfortable meant like lingerie or getting nude and not pajamas.
wait, I didn't know that. Are you kidding me?
I said, you'll know how many motherfuckers I probably confused after saying this, and I went and changed into stupid pajama pants. And then
But
people's
they,
responses are so funny.
no, that's not true. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't, did you know that?
I mean, I don't think anyone's ever said that to me. So like no, but I
Wow.
like imagine like I don't know.
No wonder
I feel
I'm
like in
single.
I feel like movies and stuff when they say something like that, it's usually like that they come back out like lean against a wall like in lingerie or something. I feel like I would have put that together from movies, but not necessarily like just known it.
Yeah, and I put lingerie with sleeping sometimes. Like that's pajamas sometimes. So
Oh.
that's probably what I thought. Weird. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, people were really funny on the responses. They were like, "Let me change into something more comfortable." Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pajama pants from Walmart.
Honestly. I
Someone else
have
is like, "Yeah, a sloth onesie from Walmart."
I have like my outfit that I wear where it's just like I have to put it on the minute I get home. And it's like this one
Hmm.
pair of short and my Taylor Swift tour shirt. And I like wear it probably 50% of my life because it's
Yeah,
just the most comfortable thing.
there you
Yeah.
go. I have like four of those. It's always the same top bottom combo,
Hmm.
but then like half the time it's like I want one or the other or like yeah,
Yeah.
it's very specific.
Yeah.
And I like don't want to put anything else on. Like nothing
Nope.
else sounds good.
Nope.
Mm. Some other responses to that one where they said, my granddad used to say, call me anything you like, but don't call me late for breakfast. And I was so confused. Like, who the hell is going to call you by such a dumb nickname? And then everybody's responses are like, what does this even mean? Is he trying to say he's always on time for breakfast? Or
I
that you shouldn't say he's late for breakfast?
I
Or
was
does it mean that he just doesn't care what you call him? I'm very confused.
I was just gonna say I don't actually really understand what she's trying to say. Don't call me late for breakfast. Because he'll never be late for breakfast.
I think that's what it's supposed to mean. I think it's supposed to mean like that you're someone who really loves your food, and so you're kind of, I don't know. We could be wrong.
I love food and I'm always late for breakfast. Weird.
Let's see. And other people are saying that maybe it means don't call him late for the meal because that could mean the good stuff is already gone.
Okay. Weird.
Oh, here's another one that's the same idea. They said I was at a birthday party for someone else, and the host offered her a piece of cake, saying, "There's a piece of cake with your name on it." And
Yep.
she turns to me like, "Why is my name on the cake? It's not my birthday."
Yep. It's not my birthday. Classic.
This is really good. This person just said my actual reaction to reading this, which looked like your reaction, and it's Joey making like a like.
I am shocked. Slip into something more comfortable means to like get ready for sex, essentially.
Basically. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I had one that was kind of like that, because I didn't realize that TPing a house,
You told,
yeah,
you said that in this
meant,
podcast.
yeah,
But yeah,
toilet
say it again.
papering instead of making a TP out of
Yep.
toilet paper. It was like my
Yeah.
dumbest moment, and I was just like in a car driving, like, oh.
Oh, that's what it meant. I feel like I have so many of those, but like
Can't
with
think
the
of them.
memory, yeah, it's hard to even think. They haven't been like formative enough experiences of like, oh, this really like burned into my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have any funny social slip-up stories or any what? Oh my gosh, that's what that means. Moments, feel free to comment them for us.
We'd love to hear them.
Yeah.
I just thought of one actually, like a social blunder that I had that's kind of silly. But when I went on like maybe the fourth date with my partner at the time, I was dropping them off at their house and said, "Bye, love you."
Oh no. Again with the like
Like,
scripting, like that's just what popped
and like we hadn't even kissed.
out.
Like, and I was so embarrassed. And they were like, "It's okay, like it's fine." And I like spiraled about it that
Oh
night.
gosh.
And later on, they told me they were like, it was super endearing. Like, I love that you said that. And I was like, okay, good, because I was so embarrassed at
I
the
know.
time.
I'm always so grateful when people bring it up again and be like, no, it's like totally funny. Like that's totally fine. And I'm like, okay, thank God. Because I'm
Yeah.
just like, that's all I've thought about for the last like 3 days.
Yep. That's all I've dreamed about. Amazing.
Yeah.
Cute.
Fun. Anyways, if we think of any more fun social things, we'll talk about them next time.
Absolutely. We'll start writing them down
Yeah, I need to remember to do that.
one way or another.
Yeah. And there's a notes app for everything, right?
It's true. And there's private for reasons. Sad poetry. No, I'm over those days.
That's like Auddy Hottie canon.
Depends. Every time I go to write a note, I make sure I
You think
it
about it all the
every time.
Love.
What can I say? What can I say? And that social blunder.
Yep,
There it
you go.
is. It's all the time.
Anyways, guys, welcome to fall. So excited that the hot weather is done,
Yes, we
but
better.
also sad for bye summer. So,
Yeah, I'm not super thrilled, but I do like the fall. I like the cooler weather, but it is so hard to like have to be back at work. Holy fuck.
yeah. As McKenna's over here in like beanie and a long sleeve, already cozied up for the season.
It's my uniform. It's my time to shine.
Love
I
it.
literally like started wearing a beanie on Sunday, I think, because it was the first day that it was like below 80 degrees. And I have worn one every day to work.
I was gonna ask you where to work because I feel
I
like
do.
I feel like I was so ingrained that hats are like inappropriate that I'm
I
like
swear I wear hats Clearly, good thing I'm protected by the union. That's all I have to say.
My right to wear a hat. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I just don't care. And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like not right of me, but I don't know. There's so many other things that like I can be paying attention to other than
Mhm.
like not feeling comfortable at work
Yeah.
or like monitoring my speech with coworkers. Like it's not like I'm talking to my clients like this. It is
Yeah.
literally like the paraeducators or the teachers in the room. And honestly, we have a lot to swear about right now. We are working in a very fucked up system. So
Yeah, get it out somehow.
on that note,
Worry about other things other than your social blunders.
exactly. There's so much more to life.
Yeah. Anyways, hotties, be unapologetically you this week
Find your joy.
and be your awkward self.
Ah, yes.
All
Let's do it.
right, bye guys.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us this week. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music.
Please like, subscribe, and leave us a review. We could use some of those. If you want to get pictures that go along with our episodes and follow along, join us on Instagram and TikTok.
Thanks,
Thanks,
hotties.
hotties.